Hello all, it's Jmix here, and I'd like to let all the aspiring rappers and artists know about a dope new album full of instrumental beats by DIXI Freely called Beats on a Whim. It's available on Amazon.com, iTunes, Google Play, and Spotify. You can also check it out at www.dixifreely.com, and there will also be a link in the description. So without any further ado, here is my next installment.
This is a Jmix exclusive.
Do you have any ill feelings towards Suge Knight?
Nah, man, you know what? I could have, because the reason I left Death Row, because I felt things turning on me. I felt like, okay, I've been here longer than anybody. You know, I was like really a Death Row veteran when there was starting to be a whole bunch of new people around. The oldest people that had been at Death Row the longest was me and Suge. And I was getting real close to Suge, and the closer Suge getting out, I feel like I had more and more problems with certain people that were trying to get closer to Suge themselves. And it got to the point where I started feeling danger. And I had been around this company long enough to know every move they make, every technique they do to turn on people. And I started noticing more and more people going up behind the iron shit against me. Artists were going up there saying I wasn't giving them tracks. I'm like, damn, this sounds like the same shit that happened with Fast League. You know what I mean? I started paying attention to all these different things. I'm going up to meet with Suge, and he's questioning me on something that somebody came and told me. So I said, you know what? Before it gets to this point, I'm out of here. And it just so happened I got a group and I signed them to Universal and got a huge ass check. And everything that I got from Death Row or through Death Row, I left it in California.
Have you ever been approached by Amaru to do any posthumous remixes?
No, man. Like I said, at this time, okay, 2001, I was really in my head tearing my way out, and I was actually negotiating a deal in New York to get this group a deal to get me enough money to take care of me. I won't even have to deal with that for I'll be straight. During the process of while I was in New York, Amaru contacted Death Row for me to do 5, 6 songs on Until the End of Time. And I never knew about it until I got back to California. And they were like, well, the album is getting there done. And they wanted me to sign the paperwork for m.o.b. Things went in and changed some shit. I mean, I still got my publishing for it, and I still got credit, but he messed that mix up pretty bad.
I take it then you were disappointed with the remix.
I was highly disappointed, man. I would have, that song would have been a classic when I got done with it. But I would have went and do it what I originally wanted to do in the first place. And I would have did 5 other songs on that album. So it would have been definitely a good situation. And I don't know why Amaru, I mean, it turned into business with the deal she had with Jimmy and Interscope. That's how they work. They gotta bring in the people that they are more connected to their label, like Eminem. So Jimmy's gonna get a check off of it.
I'm not going to put this on the record, but I'm just going to say to you, Eminem ruined those albums.
Oh, I'll put that on the record. Eminem ruined that album. Eminem ruined Pac's momentum.
I think he did it out of jealousy. I mean, the only #1 rapper at that time when that album was made, we can talk Resurrection soundtrack or what it was, Loyal to the Game. I mean, was Eminem. So it kind of felt like to me he was just cutting out his competition. The high pitched voices and I hated it. Everybody hates it though, so don't feel bad.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. I felt like, you know, if they do another one, I definitely want to work on the next one. I think the next one, you know, not especially not Johnny J's on. Like, I really thought Johnny J should have been on a lot more of the releases that came out after the fact. But with Johnny J gone, me, Hurt 'em Bad, then you got to go back to, like, Easy m.o.b,
Mosey.
yeah, you got to go back to those guys. Let us do the album. And let us work together in the studio with all the music, and we can go in the room and bounce off each other and say, okay, hey man, this got that vibe from that. Like we don't want to make it sound old, but we don't want to take away from his tempo and how he rap. Like all of us knew what to make. Like when I told you I made a Death Around the Corner type beat,
Yeah.
and that's the beat he liked. Cause I know he would like a bounce like that. I know you know, you as a producer, you know an artist's flow and how they would react to a certain sound that you put in there. And if we work with them, we know. And if we're still good today, you know, that's another thing. You can't just go back and get somebody because they work with pop and they're garbage. They can't even make a hot beat right now, you know?
Yeah.
Then don't work with them. But listen to that producer's work and listen to what they will present and say, okay, yeah, you can work on this album. That's the best way to do it. And you can turn out an album that everybody will be like, this is the Tupac that we miss.
Yeah, and even if it's a remix, you know, I know there's issues with some of the samples and you know producers, but I never understood why they did them. I think they kind of went with whatever was popular at the time. I think it was a really bad idea.
That was Jimmy Iovine over at Mexico. That was his idea.
Jmix?
Hold on, wait.
Yeah, that's Jmix.
Just wait for.
You're Gomac.
Sure.
Yeah, today. Today. Unless you want to be Joey Bishop
All right.
today.
Listening to Gomac and Jmix. Jmix and Gomac on the Tupac
Death Row channel.
Death Row channel. All right. What's happening? Hold on. All right. You're listening to the Jmix show with Gomac and Jmix on the Tupac Death Row channel. Dig that?
This is a Jmix exclusive.
What up, shut up?